pool, there's 80%, roughly 80% of the assets are PT. So which means that the attacker can only steal 20% out of the pool, which is the underlying assets. But in the Scallops SUSDC pool, there's 80% are or 80%, something around 80%, 78% are underlying assets. So the attacker are able to steal 80% out of the pool. Yeah, man. Appreciate the support, man. Guys, I'm speechless right now. But yeah, appreciate the support. So, what about your partners? How was the help received? Are you going to dispute? Yes. Um, yes. So, partners, we're working on rebuild the trust between Nemo and Nemo's partners, right? And for example, like Momentum, like Scala and other DeFi protocols, and also the Swift Foundation. And the good news is that Swift Foundation, um, although they they will not give us any financial support, but the good news is that Swift Foundation is still supporting us in other aspects. For example, like technical support, they're continuously help us to monitoring our smart contract for any of the unusual activities. And besides, Swift Foundation will also give us some support after our Nemo market and votes are back to normal. So yes, so there will be some support from our partners in Swift Foundation. Yes, PT, YT, LP share the same percentage of the loss. Are we going to the Swift fast? Yeah, I think hopefully uh hopefully I'll make the right there. Uh but I'm not sure right now. Yeah. When can we get access to our in 2 weeks? Yeah, in 2 weeks. So in case of the Sui pool having not been attacked, do we recover the money in Sui? Will we also receive bricks from the moment? Yes, you will get your assets back in Sui, and but there's no momentum breaks during the suspension. So yeah, but yeah, fortunately, uh that pool isn't affected. All right, guys. Yeah. So I saw a lot of questions right here, and again, I just want to appreciate your support. And yeah, the AMA here is trying to be fully transparent and fully responsible for the hack. And the team will take up the responsibility and fully commit to our fault and the mistakes that we made. And we have learned our lesson, right? So every small steps forward, we will be more cautious than before. And and yeah, like I said, like every line of codes commit or merge will be screening by two, maybe more other firms, because we're also talking to another other firms right now. So yeah, hopefully we'll get better. Can incentives rewards that have not been claimed still be collected? Nah, man, unfortunately not. So the incentives rewards cannot be claimed. All right, yeah, so also I want to share some personal thoughts upon this, right? So actually after the hack, I haven't been asleep for 48 hours. And it's a really a tough time. And yeah, because it's my first time being hacked as a founder. So there have been some the initial days. I actually, to be honest, I don't know what to do, right? I don't know how to get a police report and how to get in touch with trying to get in touch with the attacker. So yeah, we do things all under the instruction of Soy Foundation, the Mission Labs team. So that's why the first few days are were so slow. So every single public post that we made uh, actually are under the instruction of the Mission Labs comms team. So that's why everything we made are seems so slow, and yeah, and being blamed on this. Can you share your AMA script on these? Man, I don't have a script. Yeah, it's a freestyle, man. Will the vote income become one? Yeah, it will. It will. So that is a good question. So the vote income and the market income, market profit will be the one of the neon burning fund. And my income, yes, exactly, yes. So I haven't been taking salaries from Nemo after the hack. So you can say all of my salary will be paid for uh buy back the Neom token. So hopefully hopefully the new Nemo in the composition page will be live in 2 weeks. We're working on that, and most importantly, we're waiting for the reports from the other firms. Did you check the Nemo point? Rank 1 to 5 are so weird. Let me check that real quick right now. The Nemo points. 1 to 5? Really? Let's see. I don't think it's weird. Is it weird? No, I'm not sure about that. Where can we see it? Well, we need on-chain information. Right. Yeah. Definitely. There is on-chain information if you guys wanted to track because every profit share in every profit that the protocol takes, it's recorded on chain, so you guys can definitely track it. Why not distribute shares of Nemo but choose to issue nil? Uh, distribute shares of Nemo. Right. So we also wanted to distribute shares of Nemo, but instead we also wanted to, keep. We have to make sure that someone who can really support Nemo's vision in future in a long-term perspective takes the shares of Nemo. So yes, we've been in touch with some of the third-party institutions who may want to acquire Nemo, uh, and some of them may wanna to invest in Nemo in a very low valuation. So yes, we've been thinking of that, distributing shares of Nemo. Sorry, I missed the section. Will we get incentive by holding on Nemo token? Holding on Nemo token or Neom token. Um, if you're talking about Nemo token, we don't have a Nemo token yet. But if you're talking about that token, the Neom token, uh, that that is actually a good idea. Um, yeah, let me think about that. But right now we don't have any plans to incentivize Neom token holders. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I noticed that there might be a little bit weird at the points page. So, no worries, guys. I will be back to normal in 2 weeks in the new Nemo's market. How will the Nemo points be utilized? So, the Nemo points stands for the contribution that you personally made to the protocol, and it will be considered as a factor for the future benefits, for example, like airdrops. Yeah, Neil made this. Neil made this. Refund 100% assets of reward. Yeah, like I said, the refund are uh based on different pools, right? So some of the pools lost 80% and some of the pools lost 20%, and some of the pool that may not been affected. So it based on what pools you deposit your asset in. Where's the wrongdoing depth now? Uh, so if you're asking for the wrongdoing dev developer, so I could be the 25% of it, right? So what I mean by that is that uh what I mean is that I take the 30% of the responsibility, or 50%, even 50%. Because we actually, why we just ignore the issue that being raised by asymptotic in the last month? It's only because we are so focusing on the growth uh, in the last month, right? So we're working on the votes, we're working on the points program, and we just thought it would be okay because Moobit doesn't raise that issue, and it's our second audit, so we didn't take that as a serious question, as a serious problem. So if you're asking for the wrongdoing dev, I'm taking the maybe 30% or 50% of the responsibility. So, but yeah, from my perspective and from the whole team perspective, they didn't do the shit that is intentionally. So, we have to use it. We have to keep the team together to for the future, like recover plans, the future operation. So yes, that's yeah. But the salary, definitely the dev salary, cut it to the half. Will there be uh APR incentives for holding Neon debt token in the future? I'm not sure about that question, but yeah, I think that is good point, and we will look into that, and you should give him till bro. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I'll give them three. I'll give them three. There's definitely not relationship between a dev and hacker. Uh, so my personal, I know, I met all of our dev personally, right? Although our devs are, all remote, but yeah, I know them all personally, and yeah, I never doubt their integrity and their you know they're good guys. So Devs are good, but devs just make mistakes. So there's definitely no relationship between the dev and hackers. Yeah, man, let's build together. And yeah, we're still here. We're still here. Uh, and also the updates here from the team is that actually after the hack, because we lowered down our salary, right? Salary for all of our team members. Um, so one of our team members actually left. So our team shrank from 9 to 8. But the good news is that most of our teams are still here. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we already finished most of questions, and maybe that will wait for 2 more minutes. If all of you already got what you want, then we will left the meeting, and Alex and our dev team will be here like 2 weeks one time. And then maybe all of you guys like Alex's voice. So I will try to invite him to join us every 2 weeks. So that we have some expectation. And trust us, we will bring the Nemo back with stronger power.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Yeah, so we can take 5 more questions from here. So Sabon Chain, could you help me? Yeah, for sure, man. The one that was offering 30% APY at Bricks from Momentum has lost 20%, right? Yeah, I'm not sure actually. The one if you're saying the one that is USDC dash USDT pool, yeah, that lost 20%. If you're talking about the Sui dash X Sui pool, that one barely been affected. All right, yeah, 2 weeks, not aging. Thanks. Yeah, for sure, man. Please consider our suggestion to at least incentivize Neom, like adding extra boosts for bricks and Neom points that will help you to. Yeah, that is a good point. And I just started because I'm also thinking that the AI man pool for Neom token um might not be the good thing because it actually punish the long-term holders, right? We actually wanted to incentivize long-term holders, right? But it actually incentivized the paper hand. But it's not nothing wrong to be a paper hand, but I'm just saying. How are you gonna get fund in the future though? What do you still have to attract potential investors and partners? Honestly, potential investors, it's difficult. It's difficult. Uh, uh, yeah, it's difficult. Even though we're not being hacked in this market condition, it is actually difficult to get investor in the good valuation. But after hack, the thing we're trying to do is to lower down our valuation, right? Um, and yeah, hopefully we can get some investor citation. But honestly, it is difficult. So it will take some time for Nemo to rebuild the TVL, rebuild tractions, and get some attentions from investors. And right, Sabon chain, you're right. So the token was the stables. Um, so that will be lost 20%. All right, one last question. So I can take one last question. And yeah, for transparency, I will take the AMA every 2 weeks. So if you guys have any questions, and you can just uh comment in the channel or just wait for the AMA because because there's a lot of message uh, spamming me every single day from the partners, from the investors, from whatever. So yeah, I might not be able to reply these message in the general chat. So if you guys have any questions, you can leave it or save it to the AMAs. And also, uh, just for you guys, the you know the team's still here, right? And I'm still here, and maybe I'll be going to the Sweet Fest, so maybe some of you guys can meet up there, and I hope that give you some confidence about the future of this project. Trust is difficult. Yeah, trust is difficult, but the good thing is that Nemo stands on a right track, right? So the business model here it's been proven successful by Pendle, by other, Spectra, Redux, Exponent, or Solana. So the business model is good, and we're on the right track, and the ecosystem needs Nemo, and there is still no competitors in this ecosystem. So yeah, that's the good news. All right. What is the current neon balance gap? What is the approximate liquidity slippage? Um, I'm not sure actually. I think we have done a simulation, right? But I'm not sure, and I'm actually rethinking of the AMA, sorry, AMAP, the AMM program because it is easier for us. It don't need us to write code, but yeah, like I said, it just incentivize the instant sellers, right? So let me think of that. And yeah, let me think of that. Be careful. Yeah, yeah, bro. I mean, yeah, I'm not afraid of, see some of our users, meet up with some of our users, where I'm not afraid of being stabbed or shoot or something, bro. Yeah, it's our mistake, so we have to take the responsibility, right? So we have to meet up people, and we have to talk to people, and rebuild the trust and confidence. All right, guys. I guess we can call it today, and this is all uh I want to share, and we can share for today's AMA. And thanks again for you guys to be here. And yeah, if you have any questions, like I said, you can save it for the next AMA, which is 2 weeks later. And by the time I believe our composition page will go live, and you can get your Rise server fund withdrawn. And yeah, again, appreciate your support in personally, and the team. Uh, we appreciate the support because uh it's really tough. I mean, everyone is blaming on us, everyone is criticizing on us. So it is good to hear some voice from you guys, and even though some of you guys may, still blame it on us. But yeah, it is still good to talk to you guys. So all right, yeah, that's today's AMA, and thank you guys. Peace out. Bye bye.
And yes, thank you, Alex, and thank you for joining this event. Help us to rebuild the trust. And I think, yes, the question is almost everywhere, and everyone will meet some very obstacles in the life. So our whole team will help all of our users to get their own things done. So just trust with us. And if you have any questions, like Alex said, you can just drop in the every times event, even the Eugene and even the Alex or me or Pate will sharing in the event. Once we have the answer, we will definitely share with you guys. So thank you for Alex joining today, and let's have meet up next time. Just focus on our announcement if there are any more update on the compensation plan or any further progress. So thank you for everyone's joining, and we will be here next time.
Bye bye.
Bye. Have a good day, everyone.